Hello and welcome to Blue Club Sports, coming at you with a fan reaction of Mexico nil, Poland nil, and I'm a neutral. I'm not a fan of either of the teams. I'm actually a USA fan. If you're new to the channel, then I am a USA fan. Also have a recap of the USA Wales game from yesterday. If you want to check that out, and yeah, I was really coming into this game excited. I didn't wake up at 3 in the morning to watch Argentina Saudi Arabia. My apologies, but I thought Argentina was gonna cruise through that game. They go and lose 2-1, which is basically the shock of the tournament so far. And going into this game, I thought it was going to make it more exciting, intense, because I bet you both of these teams, Mexico and Poland, were going into this game thinking that they were gonna have to win because Argentina are already gonna have 3 points. But it's not Argentina; it's Saudi Arabia that has 3 points. And I'm not gonna bury Argentina yet. I did not see the game. I didn't wake up, like I said. But Argentina is gonna get out of this group. Maybe not in first place, maybe in second, but going into this game, I really expected Mexico and Poland to play a little bit more aggressive. It just looks like they played for the draw, but I don't really follow Poland closely. I'm aware of Mexico more because of where I live. There's a lot of Mexico fans where I live. And I'm going to be honest, and this is not me being a USA fan trying to, rain down on Mexico because USA is not good either. But Mexico, I really thought they were going to be better than I thought I was going to be wrong, but I'm right. And they're just very, very um, unimpressive. The attacking third, it's bad. I can't believe Hector Herrera is still playing for them. Um, he basically washed. There's no other way of putting it. He's washed. He plays in MLS. He's basically about to retire. Oh, he's given up playing competitive football, and yet this guy is still playing on the team, and he's still giving horrible service. I felt bad for the guys up front. The service they got was non-existent. Um, on both sides, I think Poland was kind of playing more of long ball, try to get a second ball and go from there. But Mexico, it was more Mexico fucked it up. It was if you're a Mexican fan and you're pissed off, I think you're right to be pissed off about this performance. Um, I get it. Raul Jimenez is still coming off injury. I forgot what he was injured with, but I know he's not been playing with Wolves as well. But yeah, I knew it was desperate when I saw Henry Martin playing up front for Mexico. I used to do a podcast with someone who was a big Club America fan, and every show we used to do, he would complain about Henry Martin that he's trash, he's washed, and he's just not good, and yet he's performing for Mexico, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's basically the reason they gave me for him playing is that's the best we got, and that should show you the state of Mexican football at the moment. It's just not very good. Um, who knows what happens anymore? I think my updated pick for this World Cup for this Group C, it's going to be Argentina and Saudi Arabia. I think Mexico, like I said, they're not going to get out of this group. I After seeing that game, it was bad because everything was in Mexico's favor, in my opinion. That was a 90-10 fan split. It was basically they were playing in Mexico. Mexican fans, big shout out to Mexican fans. That's why I don't hate Mexico because their fan base is they have a huge fan base, and I can't hate on that. And they came out to support. They traveled across the world to support their team, and man, I'd be pissed. I'd be super pissed off if I traveled around the world and my team performed like that. So, but This is what I expect from Mexico. I didn't expect much, but I really thought the change of scenario going into this match with Argentina losing was going to make this game way more dynamic, but it was basically, I felt like he just played for a draw. I know when Lewandowski got the penalty, it was a penalty. VAR, the ref went to VAR. He looked at it, decided it was a penalty, and I think it was rightfully so. Lewandowski's shirt was pulled. Um, hit the defender put his literally like his whole leg in front of Lewandowski, and there's no way he can continue. Like he really, he fouled him. He fouled him. There's no other way to put it. But Guillermo Ochoa comes up big yet again for El Tri, and yeah, I think it's true. That's the only that's the only really good player on that team. Yes, Edson Alvarez is a youngster with potential, but yeah, I think the loss of Tecatito was a huge one. The reason why I know him is because Chelsea's always getting linked to him for some reason. So I know there's some quality there, but Irving Lozano, I know he plays for Napoli, which you could say is the best team in the world right now. But it could be mostly the system we're playing because he was really playing deep sometimes, trying to get the ball. It was just not looking good for Mexico, and yeah, I think disappointing. Disappointing. I'm disappointed because you know I kind of wanted Mexico to win. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see Concacaf do well in this World Cup, get more respect for the region, and yeah, right now Concacaf's not looking good, and especially if Canada gets the break speed off of them tomorrow against Belgium, it's just not going to look good for CONCACAF. And I think Spain plays Costa Rica, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, it might be a bad opening games for CONCACAF teams, but we'll see there. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Argentina and Saudi Arabia look like they're the ones advancing. I'm very surprised. I thought, Poland was going to be better. They're kind of playing really simple football, and they paid for it. Yes, they got a good chance, but you know, it was just really it was a dull game. I will admit it was a dull game. I wouldn't say it was hard to watch, but it was definitely I expected more, you know, more creativity from both of those teams, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens the second match day. Mexico plays Argentina, which you have to think Mexico isn't a must win. And more than likely they're going to lose. And 1 point out of two is not good for Mexico. And it's going to be the same boat the USA is going to be in, honestly, after playing England on Friday. So we'll see what happens with these teams. We'll really see. But I just don't think it's looking good for either USA or Mexico at this point. But we'll see what happens. If you liked the video, please drop a like. I'll be doing as many World Cup game reactions as I can. I know France and Australia are playing right now. I might miss some part of the first half, but if there's anything intriguing about this game, then I'll post a video. Comment down below what you think. Have you been enjoying the World Cup so far? What do you think about Mexico? Do you think I'm too harsh on them? Or do you think it's justified what I'm saying that, this is the worst I've seen Mexican football since I've been watching the sport back in 2010. So that's the worst I've seen him in 12 years, basically. I have no faith in the manager, in Tata Martino. Yes, you did well in Atlanta, but handling a national team of this magnitude with this fan base, it's maybe too much for him. I still don't know how he's still in the job. Failure after failure in the CONCACAF level, losing the Nations League, losing the Gold Cup against the United States. I really don't know how he's still in the job, but yeah, subscribe if you haven't done so. I do the other content I do, in case you're wondering. I cover New York Giants football, New York Yankees baseball. I also cover the RGV FC Toros, which is my local team, and also Chelsea Football Club. I also try to expand as well. I also do some boxing videos, golf videos, And sometimes if a big result happens in any of the leagues my teams play in, I will talk about it. For instance, I did a video. I had a friend call in, and we were talking about Manchester United, the state of the club, after Ronaldo's bombshell interview. And my friend, who's a Man United fan, basically said, if you support, or if you're on Ten Hag's side in this situation, you're basically supporting the status quo. You're supporting the Glazers, which was a big one. I know the comment section was kind of going off on that one. So if you want to go check that out, I greatly appreciate it. But at the end of the day, thank you for watching this video, and you guys have a good one.